Hi, hey, ho, he, ha. Yes, good afternoon again from London, England. Or should I say good morning? Or is it good evening? Or in some cases, good night and rest well. From your host, your guy himself, the one and only and truly DLG repping on my channel. So, yesterday night in the Carabao Cup last 16, it finished Arsenal 2, Leeds United 0 from the Emirates. Before I go into the player review or the management or the ref or the fans, like I always say, I promote positive feedback only in my comment section below. So your opinions, your views, your match reaction from the Emirates, leave it in the comment section below. Please, please, please smash the thumbs up like button, yeah? Make sure you share this channel virally all over the world and make sure your friends and your relatives get hold of this. And by doing so, yeah, tell them to share it amongst their friends and relatives and saving the best to last. As I always say, don't just like, comment and share. Please subscribe to DLG Repping, myself and I only. Let me see the subscribe numbers go up. It's been a little while since I've seen subscribers, so let's get going and let me shout you out, yeah? And on top of that, yeah, like I always say, you help me by subscribing, I help you by keeping it consistently daily. As you can see, I'm at home. And also, make sure I can get to 200 subscribers. And that is a minimal demand. I mean, I should get over 200 subscribers by the end of this year. So let's make it happen. So the performance last night. Thought first half, yeah, we were pretty sharp. I mean, Eddie Nketiah, he looked lively, closing the ball down. I thought there was a couple of individual performances. Emil Smith-Rowe, he stood out for me. And you could see that he was confident in what he was doing as a number 10. He was put in a number 10 position. You can see his confidence and his motivation to do well. Maybe sometimes he tried hard a little bit, but you can see what player we have here. Nicola Pepe, he had to prove a point. And in the first half, I didn't think he was too bad. Overall, I think Arsenal were, they were okay in the first half, but not enough cutting edge, and that's the end product in the final third. However, having saying that, second half, Ben White gets taken off for Callum Chambers, and unbelievably so, we have a set piece. Pepe heads it back to Chambers. Chambers heads it on target. My first reaction was, did the ball cross over the line or was it a close one? It looked like it crossed over the line. And then when goal line technology confirmed it, it was about 2-3 centimetres over the line. And we went 1-0 up from there. Leeds had to chase. And don't get me wrong, Leeds were threatening. Harrison and Tyler Roberts were unlucky not to have shots on top. Well, not to score. Daniel James got through the defence. But the highlight of the night for me was Ben White. And for us, that's a blow. Because he went down and he looked like he's got an injury of some sort. I don't know whether it's his hamstring or he had a knee injury. I don't know if it was a hamstring or a calf strain. But for me, he could be out for a number of days or weeks. We don't know the length of it. So get well soon, Ben White. However, Callum Chambers came in and he did an honest job. Now, a lot of Arsenal fans give Callum Chambers a lot of stick and he's not rated. But for me, I'll have him as a spare centre half than Rob Holding. I just don't rate Rob Holding at all. And it's not just one man. There's a number of men I don't rate. Eddie Nketiah. Now, the goal he scored, yeah, he just about put the ball into the back of the net. Because if you look carefully as he slots it in, he scuffs it. He scuffs the side-footed goal. He scuffs it, but it ends up at the back stick into the back of the net. And luckily, we get that 2-0 win. But I'll tell you what, Eddie Nketiah did well to press the ball and nick the ball in front of the goalkeeper. We left with an open goal, and he just about got control of the ball to scuff it into the back of the net, and that's all that matters. But without further ado, let's get into the player ratings. In goal, Bird Leno. He made a fantastic save at the near post in the first half from Harrison, and it was a smart save at the near post. He got down really well and really quickly to make that save. So for me, overall, I thought he had a brilliant night. His decision making from set pieces were good. There was one set piece that came in and he punched it instead of catching. That's open to debate, but overall, he was pretty comfortable. So I'm going to give him an 8. Excuse me. Our right back, Cedric Suarez. He was more adventurous in the second half than in the first half than he was in the second. Didn't have much to do defensively, but in the second half, my word, he got spun by I think Tyler Roberts. But luckily, the ball that the winger played for his teammate, it was offside. But other than that, it was another professional, honest performance by Cedric Suarez. Nothing too spectacular as such. Well, I'm going to give him a 7, and plus his corners are woeful at times. That's part of his set pieces. He's got to do better with taking corners in future. 1. No, I'm going to give him a 7. No, it ain't that bad. 1. Sorry, Cedric, you can have a 1. The centre-half pairing. Well, Ben White, before he went off, he was brilliant at travelling with the ball. He knew where the space were, very clever at his passing, he made clever passes, should I say. Very confident with travelling with the ball. And one thing about him, when he does that, he's got to get the pass off quickly. He's done the hard bit well, but it's the simple basic that he does not seem to get right. But other than that, he was he was very steady, and I thought he had a decent performance. 8 before he went injured. Excuse me, Mr. Holding. Now, he's not a player that I rate. However, he had a comfortable night as such. I don't think the attacker or any Leeds attacker gave him a food for thought as such. He won his headers in the air. That's expected, and the same could be said about Ben White. He travelled pretty well with the ball as well. And off the ball, he didn't have much to do. So for me, I'm going to give him, without being spectacular as such, I'll give him a 7. And I think I should change Ben White's score from an 8 to a 7. Left back Kolasinac. He had a first shot on target in the first half that squirmed underneath the goalkeeper and went out for a corner. Defensively, one-on-one situations, he was not too bad. Defensively, especially in one-on-one situations. Offensively, he doesn't seem to have that speed of thought like Tierney or Nuno Tavares. and he had to move in at centre back because of the injury to another centre half. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I should have had a coffee. Other than that, I'll give him a 6. Right, the two in the midfield. Mohamed El Nani. Some will say he's underrated, some will say he's overrated. I think he's a bang average midfield player. He never stops running, never stops working, and it was on display as evident, and that's a minimum. On the ball, it wasn't too bad as such, but we still saw the odd sidewards and backward passing that upsets me as an Arsenal fan watching him. Other than that, without being too spectacular, I'm going to give him a 6. His partner in crime, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, I'll tell you what, he was adventurous with the ball. He looked like he was full of ideas. I mean, in the first half, he played... No, was it second half? Yes, first half, he played a lovely ball to Pepe, who once again messed up another Arsenal opportunity. But for me, Maitland-Niles, very adventurous on the ball, very confident, comfortable, travelling with the ball. He does that superbly well. I'll give him a 7. The attacking players, so who had in the middle? Emile Smith-Rowe. Not better than the last game against Villa, but however, still good at what he did. He showed them a lot of responsibility. He showed a lot of confidence to take. Should I say? He showed a lot of confidence to take responsibility on the ball and to make something happen. Had a wild shot on his left peg, sliced wide. But other than that, he was in the right places in the right time. I would say it was a very decent performance from him. I'm going to give him a 7.5. On the flanks, Martinelli, not a very good game for me. Their right back had his number all game. I don't know the Leeds right back, but he had his number all game. Nothing worked out for him. Nothing clicked into place for him at all. I'm going to have to score him a 5. And I love Martinelli so much. I highly rate this guy. But for me, he's had a game to forget. I mean, in an offensive sense, he's Emperor that wasn't there. Defensively, he came back and battled, but on top of that, he made a meal of a trailed arm where it hit him underneath his throat and he's holding his face. I don't like to see that from an Arsenal player or any professional footballer in the game. I think that is a form of cheating, and he has to stamp that out. Right, a 5 for Martinelli. On the other flank, Pepe. Now, he divides opinions. One thing with Pepe, watching him, I was watching him on one-on-ones, and yeah, he's got the beating of the defender every time. But again, his end product is still woeful at the worst of times. At the moment where you think Pepe's going to create something, you know, he's going to do something in the final third where it would lead to a goal. Whatever he does, it's so disappointing again. However, for his efforts, I'm going to give him a 6. Right, the substitutions. Excuse me. I know Lacazette came on. Just bear with me. Right, there we go. The substitutions that was used. Chambers came on in the 55th minute. Very comfortable on the ball. Competitive. You know, he's a good squad player overall. I'll have to give him I'll have to mark him a 6.5 for his efforts. Nuno Tavares, he came, no, Albert Sambi Lokonga, he came on and, yeah, he came on for El Nani, and you could see he wanted the ball, and he was confident enough to demand the ball and take responsibility. I'm going to give him a 6. Nuno Tavares, I'm going to give him a 6 as well. Didn't, well, should I give him, no, I'm going to give him a 5 because I don't think he had any impact in the game, and I think the game was done at 2-0. However, he is a talent, and and by God gift, he is a big talent, and I look forward to seeing him for the rest of this season. Oh, one more substitution. We had 4 substitutions. Emil Smith-Rowe came off for Alexander Lacazette, and you can see that he held the ball up well, brought players into the game, got fouled, got us free kicks, and he had an effort that he took on goal, but it flew. He had a shot that he hit from like 15, maybe just over 15 yards out, and it flew over the bar. In fact, he was in the penalty area. He had to battle to win that tackle of Kelvin Phillips, and then ride another challenge, and then shift it to his right peg. But he was on. Yeah, it's a chance that you'd think that Lacazette would score, but unbelievably, he misses the target. So I'll give him a 6 for his efforts. The manager, Mikel Arteta, I thought he got the tactics spot on. I have to give... excuse me. I'll have to give praising where it's deserved, and he deserves the praise. The praising, Mikel. Well, I've given him Mikel whatever, but Mr. Arteta, he's rewarded for his setup, the attacking play, and the balance was not too bad. It won't be the team that will play against Leicester. I kid you not. I'm going to give him an 8.5. The referee, I thought he got the book. I thought he got, there were players that were booked. Suarez was booked, Tyler Roberts. But I don't think there was many, there was some naughty challenges on the slide, but having saying that, I think he controlled the game pretty well. So I'll give him a 7 for his efforts. The fans, 10 out of 10 for those who turned up. I think they were vocal, they got behind the team. Chanted good songs based on sense of humour, and got the boys over the finishing line, and it's a credit to the fans. Maybe not the full house, but still they did their part. I'm giving them a 10 out of 10. So that's my overall Arsenal player ratings and review of the Carabao victory over Leeds, which finished Arsenal 2, Leeds United 0. So I've come to the end of this recording. All I want to say is, ladies and gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls, of all football fans, no matter where you come from, etc., do leave it in the comment section below. Positive feedback promoted by me, yourself, DLG Repping. Smash the thumbs up, like button. Help me by sharing this channel all over the world to your friends and your relatives, etc. And subscribe to DLG Repping, a tired-looking DLG Repping. Yeah, you can tell. It's been a little long day at work, should I say. But other than that, I'm good. And I look forward to speaking to you hopefully later on this evening. Until then, take care of your friends, take care of your family, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and as I always say, peace again, love again, and bless again. Do remember, I'll be doing my preview for the Leicester game away, and that's on Friday. So note that one in your diary. I'm out of here, yeah. Oh, and I should have said thank you for putting up with me, as I always save the best to last. So until next time we speak again, just please be nice.